What's up, Blind Gang? This your boy Legend. I know you guys probably watched my video about how to run blind for beginners. Like, I'll attach this here, but this is like the next step. If you're an athlete and you starting to outrun your guide or you can't find a guide fast enough, today I'm going to teach you how to run with a bike and someone who maybe not as fast, but they can ride a bike next to you. So I'm going to show you how to do that with the e-bike or a regular bike. So my guide just rented this regular bike. If you don't have one, like most cities, I live in Richmond, so we were able to rent a bike. So just a regular bike. And also in my other video, how to run blind for beginners, I showed you guys how to tie a string in the little knot. I've already have one pre-tied here, but if you want to learn how to tie a knot or just, it's, you know, any simple slip knot, I'll attach the video like right here. But also, quick tip, I made a double, kind of a double long string. All right, so as far as your tether, what you're gonna need, you're just gonna need 2 shoestrings. And I actually see, as you can tell here, I tied them both together. So whoever you're with, you could have them watch this video, just tie it in 2 knots so that way you have a really long tether. This is helpful for basically if you get away. When we begin, we're going to be really close, but as you get faster, you're going to want a little bit more leeway. And I'll show you once we get running. I can show you like exactly what it looks like, what it feels like, and I'll describe like what you should be feeling, what you should be checking for, and just how to get your first little jog with the bike or e-bike. All right, so our first step is to make sure that you put one end of the tether in the athlete's hand and the other end of the tether in the guide's hand. Do not tie that into the bike because just for safety reasons, to give you and the guide the ability to bail out just in case something happens and no one drags anyone down the concrete street or anything like that. One of the first things you should do is also just go for like a little walk here and just kind of get used to the adjustment and also get used to your guide riding as straight as they possibly can so that way there's not that much wiggle. Right, and as you can see here, I'm controlling the tether. So I got a good little distance right here, so where I can feel like a taut here. So this is, if I pull here, this is my wall. I won't drift off that way, and my guide is my wall. So when I come here, I know that's my space and I won't get too close to them. Another good call for your guide is away call. So if I start to drift a little too close to my guide or close to the pedal or the bike, the guide can just call away. And that will help me know like, okay, I need to adjust myself and move a little bit to my left, right? So let's try to get a little jog and speed it up a little bit. All right, so as you can see, another thing I'm doing out here is sometimes when you go over rough terrain, you can actually grab the arm of your guide and that will give you a little bit of spacing and stability until you're finished maneuvering whatever obstacle you guys are traversing. So whether you're going like a really hard left or really hard right, sometimes it's kind of hard to do that with the bike. So use your arm, use your hand, do a little arm hand check, and that will help out with stability. All right, as you can see, I'm gonna start to release. Right, I got a little distance here, and I can control what we got going on, but give yourself enough space to get a good natural arm swing, and that way you can feel your guide, and your guide should be able to keep the bike as stable as possible. But right now, my guide's a little wobbly because they're recording at the same time, but as you can see, this allows me to run significantly faster than I normally would if I was on a treadmill. That's the benefit to this. Especially, it's easier to find a guide who can ride a bike, because everybody who can ride a bike, but everyone can't run a 6-minute mile pace, you know? So we got a little traffic. That's another thing too. Just making sure the communication between you and your guide is there, and there's no such thing as over communicating. So if you're a guide and watching this, just try to give your athlete as much information as you can. As far as the terrain, a lot of calls I like to use for the terrain, like when there's like different ups and downs in the road, like when it's a bump, you go high feet. When it's up to low, you can say, we're headed downhill. And that allowed me to adjust what I need to do so that way I'm not taken off guard, especially if we're running at a very high pace. So I hope this video helps you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm gonna keep pumping out videos for you guys. And you know, just say what's up from time to time. You know, I be out here. I don't be seeing y'all out here, bro. I be out here. And I catch y'all in the next video. Peace. Come on, bro. only B-roll. This is B-roll. This is B-roll. Ain't it beautiful? Ain't it beautiful? I'm the best runner in the world. Look how fast I can run. That's like that. I know y'all can't really hear me, but look how fast I can run. Ain't this crazy? It's so liberating. It's so liberating.